Hey boys and girls, the Junkman here with another episode of DETALKS. And today joining me is my buddy Levi from
Boise, Idaho, Hawks Detail,
There
and
you
the
go.
Rag Company.
and Brian Prescott. There we go, we got our little thing going here.
From Caldwell, Idaho, and Gearhead Detailing.
There you go. And today's episode of DETALKS, we're going to talk about customer retention, how to grow, how to keep, and how to track. And someone who does that in his line of work, Levi, go ahead and take that subject.
Well, one thing you always want to know is where are your customers coming from, how'd they find you, and why they're coming to you. So one thing we do that's real simple is I create a small sign-up sheet with their name, their address, their phone number, and their email address, and how'd you hear about us? I printed out 5 lines on Word with that, and then we printed out a bunch of copies, and I have the customer with a little clipboard just fill that out while I'm warming up because our shop does loaner cars.
Okay.
So that's what I would do at my shop, and this would allow me not only to be able to have all their information, so if I needed to call them, but I'd be able to enter them into our computer and put them in, we run QuickBooks, and put them into QuickBooks, which would allow us to, now we have their email, we have their address if we wanted to do mailers or an email blast or something like that. We could. It also kind of gave me an excuse to find out where they were coming from. Did they find us on the web, from the website? Did they find us from a friend? Were they referred by another customer? Those kind of things. And then on top of that, I would offer a referral program where if they brought 3 referrals in, and those 3 referrals actually paid for a detail, then I would give that customer a free detail.
Okay.
Nothing major, but just something. And I'd only have to give out 1 free detail a year, basically. But I'd get customers that would call and find out and ask and go, how many referrals do I have? Did I get all 3? It's like, well, no, actually, I've got 2 people that have come in and actually paid. You've got 1 more left. They're like, I've told like 50 people. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, so at least the name's getting out.
And then they're working for you.
Exactly.
Which is cool.
Yep. And it gives them something, it gives them a little bit of a carrot to dangle, and they can, try and achieve that. And then with that, our retention, like what we try to do is, I would try and train people on how to wash a car, especially after we've done a correction or a coating. We try and call them back up to have them come back in within a month to do, teach them how to wash it the right way. And then on top of that, we give them a towel, a Rag Company towel, and then a sticker that has our shop logo on it, and then business cards to give out to their friends.
Okay, so what you have realized is what a lot, and I mean a lot of businesses, especially successful businesses, have realized is that data is king.
Yep.
The more data you have, the more you can customize what you need to do. You can see what you need to do. So data is king. So Brian, you'd like to chime in on that also?
Well, for me, since I'm a smaller shop and it's just me, I probably do, 2 cars a week. Most of it is just referral basis. Like I do get a couple cold calls from like Google or Facebook, or they'll see a Facebook post. But most of the time for me, it's a friend referring it. And then also I use social media because that's my generation. So most people have Facebook, so I add them as a Facebook friend. I ask them to like my Gearhead Detailing page, and then I'll just post. I'll let every once in a while they'll see a post from me, or it kind of keeps them engaged. Other than that, I just put in my calendar, hey, flip it a year from now, remind this person to come on in. Or I just interact with people like, hey, how's it going? Oh, your car's looking great, on a Facebook post if they, shoot their car, or on Instagram I say, oh, looking great, how's the coating, or how's washing been, et cetera. Just little engagements here and there to where it's not like, a yearly thing like I'm coming at them. Like it's kind of just a, every once in a while, hey, how's it going? Just, I want to check in with people, if there's any concerns or any problems that arise, or something that they're like, hey, I actually just spilled some juice. I need to come in right now and get it done.
Yeah.
So
That sounds great. That sounds.
Try and keep them at the top of your name at the top of their list.
Yeah, because my thing is I want to be a household name. Like I want people like, I need a detail. Oh, go to Gearhead Detailing. You know, go to him.
Now, I'm from a little older generation than yourself. Although I deal with computers and everything, I'm not big on the social media. The only thing I do is YouTube.
YouTube.
I don't do any Facebooking or anything like that, but it has worked out for me. But then at the same time, I am shooting for a very small customer profile, I guess I should say. And once I say how much it costs for me to do something to a car, if they're still standing and haven't passed out, then I know that's a possible customer.
Sure,
there.
yeah.
So I have a very narrow window that I shoot for. So the way I do it is really just strictly what they see on YouTube, and that's pretty much it for me as a weekend warrior.
But after that person finds you on YouTube, say they ship their car to you, if you've had that happen, do they recommend you, tell their friends, and then you get?
What I found, and this is also the way I grew my computer business, is birds of a feather flock together. So I know that if I win an ideal customer, most of his friends are going to be very similar to him.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So he tells one of them, and it just spreads like wildfire.
Yeah.
To this day, I have never listed my computer business in the Yellow Pages or online anywhere. I have a website.
Yellow Pages? What are Yellow Pages?
Yeah. But I have a website only because people think I should have a website.
Right.
I don't do anything with it though. So it would be the same with when it comes to detailing. Since I'm shooting for such a narrow customer base, that's pretty much all I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that makes total sense because there's some cars out there that, you know, I don't make a ton of money on, but it's a cool car. So therefore, they see, oh, Brian, you know, at Gearhead Detailing's doing, you know, an Audi R8 or, you know, this Cobra or whatever, you know, so that just kind of helps, you know, alleviate people's, they're like, oh, somebody's going to take a $250,000 car to him. I'll take my, you know, $10,000 Honda Civic. It'll be fine, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
well, there you go, folks. Another episode of DETALKS. If you have any questions or topics that you would like us to cover, feel free to leave those that information in the comment section, and be sure and to subscribe to the Rag Company channel. Until then, this is the Junkman, chatting out.